Manchester, Queens. Our starting lineup for tonight for Bedford. At left wing, number 15, Isabella Mario. At center, number 18, Molly O'Brien. At right wing, number 16, Claudia Munoz. On defense, number 5, Ray Kelly. On defense, number 11, Irene Saad. And in goal, number 31, Alexander Murphy. And the rest of the Bedford squad. They are coached by Glenn Harvey. And now, the starting lineup, your home team, the Manchester Queens. At left wing, number 5, Isabel Reyes. At center, number 9, Taylor Moore. At right wing, number 10, Catherine 10. On defense, number 7, Sophie Wu. On defense, number 14, Lily Hall Palmer. And in goal, number 1, Sophie Miller. And the rest of the Manchester squad, they are coached by Cassie Levine. And now, fans, we've got a special guest here tonight who's singing the national anthem from the Boston Bruins, Todd Andrew.
Welcome everyone, welcome sports fans, hockey fans to JFK Memorial Coliseum in Manchester, New Hampshire, where tonight Manchester Public Television is pleased to present the NHIAA girls hockey game between the hometown Manchester Queens and the visiting Bedford Bulldogs. I'm Rich McDonough along with Kyle Heavey and Braden LaBelsic. This is our second of a doubleheader today. We saw the Manchester Kings get dropped pretty hard in Game 1 by Trinity across town. Border battle, as Braden LaBelsic called it. And these two teams in front of us played only a week ago, and it was a 10-3 wipeout, guys. Braden LaBelsic, thoughts going in?
Man, I'm obviously hoping for a different result for the Queens here, but obviously we do know the Bedford Bulldogs are a tough team to beat.
Always tough. They're always a scrappy group of athletes. No matter where they are in the standings, they always have a chance. And they are at the kind of bottom of the heap, Kyle Heavey, but they got a chance, Kyle.
Well, they put up 3 goals last week, which were huge. That actually was the most amount of goals they had scored in a game so far. And now here they have a chance to really capitalize. Oh, a big collision there in the corner. It sets up Bedford. One-timer is off the stick, or off the skate.
And we saw Loya make a ton of saves last week, Bells. And you're a goalie, I'm a goalie. She stood on her head. That lopsided defeat was not on her.
Yeah, kind of just like what you said there, Rich. Obviously, allowing 10 goals kind of wasn't Loya's fault. She had a hell of a game last weekend. I hope that she has a great game today.
Well, she's going to have to. And we talked about being kind of the bottom of the standings. Bedford comes in at 3-9-0, and they're in 13th. With an 11-team tourney in front of them. Last week when they played, they were 14th, so they're creeping up. And what you got to do is steal a couple wins, and they've got some manageable games going down the stretch. And you just want to give yourself a chance, right, Bells?
Yeah, it's all you need is a chance. I mean, you never know after that.
Right. And then a little bit of momentum can translate well into the playoffs. And we'll talk about their schedule and the Queen's schedule as the night wears on. But here, they know each other, just coming off that fresh game. 15-minute periods in high school hockey. We're at zeros as the teams are just getting introduced to one another.
Now, we've had some amazing anthem singers throughout our time here at the JFK, but today with Todd Angeli doing the national anthem, man, am I pumped more than ever here.
I needed earplugs. I mean, and not because he sounded bad. He sounded great, but his voice is so powerful. My ears were ringing.
Yeah, it's a heck of a baritone that he has there. And, boy, got the girls pumped up for sure down there on the ice as I was able to just kind of get a close-up here of Todd and the flag and everything like that.
Uh-oh.
Now here's a close-up here for Bedford.
Emma Cody breaking loose right there for the moment. Skating away with it there is Bray Kelly. She feeds Cody at the slot. This one trickles around through the crease, and this one goes away, and Loya is able to freeze that one, and she's already got 3 saves, Bells. That's going to have to probably be her story of the night.
Yeah, obviously 3 saves through 2 minutes and 30 seconds of play is a lot of saves.
Yeah.
But, yeah, good for Loya, man. Good for her.
She plays well. All right, this one backs out. Bray has it. Bray Kelly, that is. Excuse me. That one knuckles high and goes off of a couple of pads, and now finally out of the zone. That thing's taking a long trip right there, and we will have our first icing refs as they were in Game 2. Jason Gouvan and Eric Sandstrom.
We are in Game 2, so it was Game 1 that you're.
Did I say saying Game 1?
I know the triple header last week kind of got you still dazed and confused. So.
Well, I had to do a college doubleheader only 2 days later. I had as much honey lemon tea as the McDonough house holds and pulled the rabbit out of a hat. Had a lot of fun. All right, this one all the way down and through. Bedford is able to corral it in the backside. The ever-fast skating Bray Kelly.
And the Bray Kelly, Riley Page battles are pretty good to watch, and you can see them. They're going to be in the corner here.
Yeah, Kelly wearing 5 and Page wearing
18.
18 in white. And there they are giving it up again. Look at all that lift check. Kelly has a head of steam. That one, another Titanic save. And many players would have put that puck in the net. Loya, as we saw last week, capable of making lights-out saves.
Yeah, obviously that was great position there from Loya. Obviously stuck with it the whole way, and, yeah, kicked it right into the corner.
You know, Bells, I heard a rumor years ago that a hockey goalie doesn't have to wear skates. Is that true?
I don't know about that,
Somebody
Rich.
could wear, cleated sneakers or something like that.
Honestly, now that I think about it, Rich, maybe.
All right, well, look into that. That's that is why I didn't play hockey goalies, because I wasn't a great skater. I grew up in the South, So can't say that anymore. There are a lot of good Southern players these days, Bells.
Yeah, I know. It's great to see, obviously, the rise with Florida coming into play now. Obviously, with the Stadium Series a few days ago that Mr. Kyle Heavey was at, which was fun to watch. But, yeah,
Freezing.
many good players coming down from South now,
Well,
which
when
is
I
awesome.
called the Mountain Kings junior hockey a couple weeks ago, Bells, you've been a part of that. I mean, you had kids from Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas, and it's kind of like the evolution of my sport in lacrosse, where there are players from all over. Fun to watch. And we're going to get another trip down the icing lane, 10:27 here in the first period, as the teams get players in and out from the box.
Yeah, Manchester just needed to get Bedford away from them a little bit, and smart move here, and see what Taylor Moran can do on the faceoff circle. Big win, but Bedford just not able to put a shot on net so far.
Wow, good kick save. Wow, finding that in traffic, that's not easy, Bells.
Yeah, obviously through traffic, looking around the screen and able to make the save.
Incredible that she picked that up at the last second. She can't do this one when somebody's all alone with that much time and space, Bells. And that was Carly Hodgson-Rogers, who's a great athlete. The Hodgson-Rogers sisters make an impact no matter where they go or what sport they play. No chance for Loya right there.
Yeah, kind of just beat Loya there, low glove. Obviously great shot there by Hodgson-Rogers. And, yeah, it's a 1-0 game for the Bulldogs.
And that came at 10-10. And Hodgson-Rogers makes it 1-0.
Camelot coming into play there as a queen took a little fall there.
Yeah, Kyle, what's the Camelot reference?
JFK,
Of
you know,
good Lord.
where do they live?
Okay. Oh, boy. I mean, anytime you hear Camelot, you got to think of the Knights of the Round Table and Monty Python.
I get it, for sure. Zach Johnson, always entertaining.
Has ZJ watched it?
He's the one who came up with the name for it.
Oh. Zach Johnson, he will never sure to dazzle you.
Well, Rich, as you were talking about the South, growing up in Maryland, the only state in the 50 states that you cannot have a flamethrower. They're illegal there.
You got to be kidding me.
Well,
I never needed one duck hunting, but that's good to know, too, in case I'm ever on jeopardy right there. We're
it's a
below 9.
great way to melt the snow, I can tell you that.
Okay. Under 9 minutes, it's 1-0, courtesy of that early goal from Hodgson-Rogers. And Bedford looking to create more as they've got a 3-on-2 for the moment. Able to poke that through quickly was Cody. She goes to the corner. And harassed by Sophie Rue. Moore golfs it out, but it goes back to Bray Kelly, or Kelly Bray, excuse me. Bray Kelly. And she feeds it across ice. Top of the slot waiting for you. Couldn't do it. Couldn't close that one out. It was O'Connor. And that one goes through her wickets and down. And giving chase is Irene Sy. I mentioned her before, number 11. Very talented champion goalkeeper in field hockey. Doing good work out here on the fence line.
And doing good work right there, keeping it in the zone where the Bedford Bulldogs finally does escape, but sat there on the blue line. They were able to get to it first.
All right, and Kelly gets it inside underneath the blue. She's got one in the slot. Good tap out, good stick right there by Rue to prevent that shot from going on cage. And this one finds its way into the crease. Both Bulldogs and Queens are home. They got to get golfed out. Stays in the zone for now. Good work there by, was that Riley Page?
That was Riley Page. She put it in another, shifted into another gear to make sure to body that puck out of the zone.
Tough skater Riley Page is, tough person. All right, it's buried between the Blues right now. Bedford comes away with it, and the goal-scoring Hodgson-Rogers backs it out. Nice skating going down the slot quickly was her sister, Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Couldn't make that one happen. Now you get an opportunity out front that goes through the crease and out and all the way into the corner. Good battle for it right in front of our camera. Kyle Heavey doing quadruple duty, doing ice camera today with that great rendition of the national anthem. And then subbing in and doing a great job of his own, Braden Lebelsic, on our HD video camera from Manchester Public Television.
Yeah, I got to worry about my job now here, Rich.
Well,
Bells may be taking it.
I don't know. Bells and I were talking. It could be AI at a certain point. But, you know, we knuckleheads still have to be in the around the booth and up and down the ice.
Now, as we did an offsides call and we got some line change, I do want to mention it is National Women in Sports Day here today.
All right.
So for all the trainers and also all the athletes, Girls and Women in Sports Day. And we're glad to be a part of this special day as, you know, they're getting they got to get some recognition here. And I know that Manchester Public Television wants to make sure that they know that we appreciate them as well as athletes.
Sure, and why don't we pay homage to Sarah Horn, who's here in her trainer capacity. I knew her. She's a friend. Oh, boy, look at it. It looked like Catherine 10 was right there.
That is correct, but that was a beautiful glove save right there to
Lexi
keep this
Murphy.
a 1-goal deficit here for Manchester. And Manchester getting some opportunities here.
Well, Sarah Horn is the trainer. She was the trainer at Bishop Girton when my son was playing lacrosse and football there. So, and her brother is now the head coach of the basketball team, the boys basketball team right there, who have resurged, and they are up in the top 3 or 4 in the standings right now. But here come the Bedford Bulldogs, up 1-0 and looking to create. Wow, what a snapshot right there by Myrick. Boy, that had some heat, Bells.
Yeah, the junior coming down below the dots, just bangs it home.
And that quickly makes it 5:42 after it was knotted up at 1-0 for quite a while.
Yeah, she was able to just put some good little snap on that. It was a clean goal.
Real clean, and got that up in a hurry, Bells. That was what I thought the real beauty of that snap was. Those rising pucks, tough to track. All right, here comes Riley Page with that speed. Oh, that's a nice poke through right there. Cruising down the ice is Harjan Rogers.
Riley Page, though, who was on the offense, was able to play defense there.
Picking a pocket again. The Artful Dodger couldn't do a better job.
Sending it down.
Sirkan able to punch it into the far corner. She gives chase. It's behind the goal. 5 minutes even remaining in our first. It's 2-0 already for the Bulldogs.
And we also do want to wish a hello to the Bedford community, as we are on BC TV tonight as well as Manchester Public Television. So got a double duty here in southern New Hampshire.
All right. I believe I'm on call for their game against Bishop Girton on the right at the last week of the season. It'll be senior night. We'll be up at Sullivan. Should be a lot of fun. Ooh, that went into the pads, and Murphy's able to hold tight and golf that one out of there.
Man, this...
No icing. This was off somebody's stick or skates on the far side.
Ooh.
Camelot
Hazelyn
came
Mitchell. Into play.
All right, we're at 4 minutes remaining here in our first period. Bulldogs scoring early, making it 2-0. And here goes Riley Page off to the races.
She lost the puck, and now.
Got to get that two-sided tape. Ooh, that was a great eat right there and tight by Mitchell. Stave off that puck. The speed's picking up here as I think the players are getting warmed up. 3:30 on the clock, 2-0 for the Bedford Bulldogs.
Some big changes here for the Queens. They needed some fresh legs here.
Uh-oh. Only one home right there was Galinas. She's able to steer it into the top of the slot right there. And finally on top of it was Broussard. She's got it back. Two Bulldogs are home, but able to get her stick on it again was Mitchell. She's made 3 plays in rapid-fire succession and another Loya save. This one off her shoulder. Couldn't quite get her glove on it, but nice job by Loya. Picking the pocket there was Kelly. She's got the puck and goes corner right now. Puts the brakes on, gets a little bit of a touch pass. Nothing doing. Finally able to exit the zone with the puck, but this one's going to skate all the way down. And at 2:32, it becomes an icing, and back down the pond we go.
Yeah, kind of weird that how they're still playing each other after last week's game. It's 2 Wednesdays in a row that we've had to just stay here at the J with another big game here. And Manchester, obviously, they knew how to put up some goals here. We saw it last week. Let's see if they can try to get one here before the end of the first.
Just keep fighting through it, trying to get the dam to break. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in our first frame. Again, it's Bedford up 2-0 on the road from just down the pike. This one takes yet another trip, and back we will go. I mentioned I'm doing the St. A's game against Pierce, the men's hockey game on Saturday. Bells, you're working the game on Friday.
I am.
Should
I'm working.
Be fun.
Yeah, I'm working camera 1
Attaboy.
on Friday, Rich. So obviously I haven't really watched the men's team, or the Franklin Pierce men's team, excuse me, a lot. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting because I know that St. A's is about to get back to 500 after a slow start.
Here we go. All right. Didn't have a slow start was Bray Kelly. She almost golfs one over to the slot where it almost had a look at that goal. And this one exits the zone. Everybody's got to tag up. Got a delayed call. Queens maintain it, so nothing doing.
Well, watch out. See what Riley Kelly can do here. She's had some trouble getting the puck through the neutral zone a few times here.
All right, Paige gets it inside the zone and gives chase and takes it away. That's about her 4th or 5th steal already today. She's got the puck now. Oh, waits for a screen to develop. That was high IQ, I think, Bells.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, but I think another high IQ save was from Murphy there. Stuck her glove up and caught it.
And Emma Cody, her teammate, was the screener, if you will. But I love the way that Paige rotated around, got the breaks off, and then used her own defender as a screen. Really, really sincere. I mean, she keeps doing that. She's going to get one to drop.
I think so, Rich. I think so.
Murphy staying strong on those, on the post.
Yeah, she's a good goalie. We saw her last week. 1 minute remaining here in our first. And we got a 2-on-2, 2-on-1 developing if they skate quickly. Having to hustle back into the play, though, is Hall Plumpton. And she does set up shop in front of the crease.
Fortunately, it's an offsides, though, on the Bulldogs. So that will see where they put it as Bedford gets some fresh legs out here.
I got to give it up for Hall Plumpton right there. Her recovery there. And she went and crashed the crease right there. Made sure that she was the last person home rather than, getting a silly puck battle. Give her goalie some help. 35 seconds remaining here in 1 at JFK. Braden LaBelze, I'd like to say thank you to your family again for providing some much-needed pizza.
Yeah, I know.
Between games.
I didn't realize my parents were going to do that again. So I know you're obviously listening, Mom, so thank you so much.
That was very kind of you. My scale didn't like it. They did it last week, and I was up a couple pounds, but boy, it was tasty. Hit the spot. Thank you so much. And this will wind us out of our first period. Busy if you're the Bulldogs. The Queens got some work to do. They find themselves down 2-0 as we head for the break. They're going to put a fresh sheet of ice on top of what we see, and the ladies will take 12. And we're going to do the same. Kyle Heavey's on camera. Braden LaBelze is to my right, giving you all the goalie and color commentary. Rich McDonough here. Grab something cold, and we will see you on the backside. Glad you're with us, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to JFK Memorial Coliseum. It's 2-0. The visiting Bedford Bulldogs girls, NHIAA D1 hockey, is only one division now, are up on the hometown Queens on the strength of goals, courtesy of Carly Hodgson-Rogers, who got the first one, and then getting the second was Isabella Myrick, and that was where we stand. Pretty good performances for the Bulldogs, but Bells, I'm with Braden LaBelze, Rich McDonough here, and Kyle Heavey. Bells, you got some good goalie stats, and Loya seems to be distinguishing herself as usual. Yeah,
Loya obviously with 10 saves in that first period on 12 shots, which is a very good save percentage. And then Murphy with 4 shots in that period and 4 saves, so 100% save percentage.
And some of Loya's saves were, pretty lights out, I would have to say.
Yeah, Bedford really did a good job with moving Loya around that period.
Oh, they moved her side to side right there. Right on cue, Bells, good job.
I think that was Kelly. Yeah, number 5, Kelly. Yep. So that is her second goal of the game now, I believe, right, Rich?
I thought
I think that might be
Hodgson-Rogers got the first one.
Or is that her first?
Yeah, Hodgson-Rogers got the first one. They were working together.
Okay.
But that's a dynamite pairing right there. So that didn't take long. We were only 40 seconds in. 3-0 for the Bulldogs.
And obviously this Bedford really not too far away from here, but they have a good crowd that have shown up and crossed the Merrimack River to get here. And they're getting to see their girls play pretty well here as Bedford Community Television, Manchester Public Television, glad to bring you this big matchup here on this Wednesday night.
And we were able to get you some, oh boy, looking the yawning cage right there, and then going down to the dirt was Galinas right there. And it stays in the zone for the Bulldogs. Golfed inside, Loya's got to make a save. She's got to make another. Crashes to the ground, pins it, puck's loose outside.
Puck is loose.
Holy cow, what a recovery by Sophie Rue right there to get that one forked out of the way.
Queens doing a good job of just getting it away from the front of the net, doing everything that they can and able to clear the zone.
There you go. And getting a piece of it and coming up, here comes Morin. She gets it on net, and she's got the puck back now. Oh, tied up nicely along the checking wall.
Now.
And flying away with it, there's Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Huh. It's got to be Riley Page.
It was. She tried to get around the puck and kind of went for a bad angle and able to play some good defense coming back and quickly chatting with her parents. And she's not playing as hard as she would like to because she's just back and forth so much, but she's still giving a great effort and any chance as she can.
Well, the Pine-Side's Page used her height to get under the outreaching stick and arms. Nice job understanding the mechanics of how to pick the pocket. And here we go. The Queens are able to golf that one out and through both zones all the way down the sheet. And it's an icing at 12-18. We were able to get a little out-of-town score there. Braden Lebelzik is BG and Concord are in a battle right now. It's 2-2 in the second period with just under 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, and for those obviously watching at home, we're referring to the men's Division I NHIAA.
Excuse me. And the defending champs. But my goodness, you got Gary Bishop, who went over 500 wins earlier in the season, and Dunk Walsh for Concord, who eclipsed 600. Here's a look at it for Bedford. Another Loya save. Broken record all around, 12 minutes remaining here in the second.
Yeah, they tried to go off the backside of her, and it just did not work. So she's able to stand strong here, only allowing one goal in this period.
That one's a dangerous puck as it comes back to the slot, and a wrister right there by Myrick. That was just an eternity in their zone, including the icing spell. It's hard to deal with.
Yeah, and I know for sure that is Myrick's second goal of the game. I definitely know that one. But yeah, that was a great shot there by Myrick, and now 4-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, they certainly, like you said, Rich, were doing a good job of keeping that puck in the zone, and now
it just had the feeling of inevitability, I think.
Oh, big collision there.
There it is. Here comes Page here.
All right, here comes Page going all the way to corner. Flagged right there by Strouser. Page has it back, golfs it into the crease area, and it ricochets off the backside of the net and out to the corner. Sabri able to tangle for a moment there, but finally picked away and carried away by Adelia Roy. And she's got herself some speed right here. Oh, that's not Roy, excuse me. That was Strouser again.
Bedford doing a good job of keeping it in again.
Oh, boy. Loya has to come sliding across, makes that save. That one's eaten up in front by Taylor Morin.
Oh,
wow, big hit. Morin wearing that Captain C, wearing number 9, throws a Bulldog rudely to the deck.
Bedford has to wait as they are offsides, but are able to still get the...
Everybody tagged up. Boy, and there she goes. We were just talking about Strouser carrying that puck out of the zone, and she stays with it, goes from top to bottom of the slot, and in that crowd, I think Loya just lost sight of that one. Bells.
Yeah, obviously Strauza was in the slot, put it right under Loyola's blocker, not under her blocker. I don't know why I said that so weird, but yeah, obviously nothing you can really do there, and now it's 5-0 Bulldogs.
Bells, you've been spending some time in Boston there?
Yeah, apparently. The blocker.
The blocker.
Listen to you. I was born in Boston, grew up in Maryland, so the accent didn't take.
Ooh,
All right, carrying it away right here is Hodgson Rogers. Her sister got a goal early on. This one flies into the cage, and wow, the diving Hazelyn Mitchell couldn't get on that one, and into the net she goes.
And tough first 5 minutes here in the second period, allowing 4 goals.
As I believe that is the other Hodgson Rogers now, so both Hodgson Rogers are on the board for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was Vi. Well, the dam kind of broke, I think, fellas. Queens were in it, 2-0 in the first period, but things have broken loose here. 4 Bedford goals in rapid-fire succession.
Yeah, Rich, I'm kind of going to make a reference to how the Trinity and Manchester game went that we just did a few earlier today, and Bedford's kind of been all gas, no brakes, it seems like.
So they gave that one to Strauzer as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and down on the ice and feeling it was Sirkan. Yeah, oh, I see what they did. They announced goal 5 there. So, yeah, you got it, Bells.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
As it looks like that she is going to be okay.
Yeah, they scored 2 goals in 21 seconds, so the rink announcer wasn't able to get on top of both until just now.
I'm sure we've all had our wind knocked out of us at some point or another, so it's exactly kind of what's going on here as she is just not able to get quality air into her lungs. So
I mean, nothing feels like that, guys. We all agree.
It's such a helpless feeling.
You feel like you're a goner for that 30 seconds or so, and there's nothing you can do about it except for wait. All right, 9:15. It's 6-0. It was 2-0 after 1, and it's broken loose here in the Bulldogs' second period. And Hodgson Rogers throws one in, goes over may have connected with the pipe and then hit glass. And away comes the fast skating Riley Page. She gets all the way coast to coast, and holding the post is Murphy. And out she goes down the whole sheet. And we will have an icing at 8:40.
And quick little change here, Rich, from what you had mentioned earlier. Sarah is done for the day. It's now Haley who is going to be our athletic trainer here below us for the rest of this game. So
see, I can't see over there, and you can.
It's a special night here again, a girls and women in sports night.
Ooh, as I can't really make out who that is.
Well, I'll tell you what. Bishop Girton has just taken a 3-2 lead as we exit the second period at skate 3. So the Bishop Girton boys trying to pull an upset that we didn't think was happening. And we will try to get you as much detail as possible. Our buddy Ken Kale is on the call over there as the visiting Concord are in danger of losing their first game of the season. Here, Bedford.
Oh, what a great glove save. Can she do it again? In
She's
front
going
of
to
her.
have to do it again.
Yes, she can.
Boy, terrific saves. Way to hold your pipe by Loya. And she's, wow, that one went through the wickets. Loya saw it at the last second. She had her pillows down to the ground, so she was ready and in position for that one.
And Catherine Ten able to send it down, and no icing.
No icing. She caught up with it. 7:30 on the clock in the second. 2-goal lead has gone to a 6-goal lopsided one in a short span here.
Behind the net, and now turned over.
It's all time of possession here for Bulldogs. I think I'm not sure that the Queens have gotten one setup in their own offensive zone in this frame here, Bells. What do you? Am I losing my marbles?
No, you're not, Rich. It kind of just seems like that Bedford's just kind of cycling the puck around here and just looking for that opportunity to put the puck away.
That one hit a puck, so no icing will be. Yeah, it is icing. I thought he was about to wave that one off, but nope.
Well, halfway through this game, guys, and for Coach Cassidy Levine, she still wants these girls to do their best on and off the ice here, and she's certainly trying her best to get these girls to do well while playing these 45-minute games and also whatever brings for the next 45 years of their life. So she's certainly a great family, and she's not going to give up as long as these girls don't give up on her.
Nope, you just got to reload some talent, and she'll do that. No shortage of smiles, though. I have noticed that. I've been in those teams where you can't, wins are hard to come by, but as long as we're leaving the field and the rink or what have you, smiling and working hard, it's a good experience.
Ooh, here comes
Paige. Riley Page. She's fast. She gets from one side to the left in a hurry and backhands it in.
She looks gassed right there. She quickly heads right to the bench, gives her teammates a high five, but able to get up on the board here are the Queens, and Riley Page able to just take that puck from one end of the ice to the other, and with 6:06 remaining, we got a 6-1 game.
Bells, that was some good speed. I don't think there was any question what she was going to have.
Yeah, obviously put it between the 5-hole of Murphy, and yeah, that was a great scoring opportunity for Riley Page, and she capitalizes on it.
Then good IQ getting from slot to slot right where it paid off most, and got by her defensive player's hip and backhand. It was a beautiful, nice little touch backhanded.
It was beautiful. Obviously the first goal for the Queens today. Excuse me, I almost said the Kings there, but yeah, that was a great move by Page again.
Good for her. Is the 6-goal lead the worst lead in hockey instead of 2?
I don't know, Rich. I think the 2-goal lead is still worse.
That's a lot to ask for. All right, well, for the moment it stays in the offensive zone, but steaming away coming with is O'Brien. She's got herself all alone now. Oh, goes slot to slot. Her own couldn't find the tape of Myrick, who already has herself a goal tonight, or has got 2. Looking for the Hattie. Good speed by Bray Kelly coming all the way back down the ice, but waiting in the wings was Morin. And now Page has it again. Nice turn. Trying to find. Oh, wow. She got that off of iron from that side. That was pretty cool.
And an icing here on Bedford.
Yeah. And we'll have a rare drop in the Queens offensive zone.
Both teams with fresh legs.
Much needed. Particularly one player wearing 18 is really huffing and puffing down there on the bench. Riley Page empties the tank whenever she plays this game.
Helmet off and everything right now. She really has to get some breath. Oh. Catherine 10 with a great shot there, but just kind of gets deflected in front.
Yeah, Morin was trying to steer it in, went too far wide. Offside's coming, I believe.
Yep, it is offsides here.
Everybody's got to tag up now.
This works out for Zoe. She just takes the puck up herself.
Oh, nice little theft right there. Right in front of our camera, right in front of the bench by Mitchell.
Oh, big collision in the.
Ouch. Morin showing some physicality right there.
And you can see Bedford player got the worst of it here.
The numbers all crumpled up. Is that Hodgson? It is Hodgson Rogers.
Yeah, she immediately takes a seat on the bench, and she's going to move to the second bench up. Hopefully she'll be all right here.
We'll try to keep an eye on her. This one tries to exit the zone and does. Bedford able to chip that one out. It's back in, and Good job by Mitchell trying to keep things penned in.
Yeah, Mitchell just kind of tripped over the blue line there.
We've all done it. I've seen some great Memorial players. Brandon Burrows, I remember correctly, one of the better players for the now defunct Memorial Crusaders, who unfortunately had a trip up with the blue line.
Kelly with some serious speed there, wraps all the way around. Nice skating to pivot. Nice puck control.
And sent away. Was it deflected, though, is the question. It was not.
Pretty good poke right there. Good play by Izzy Hardis. 3:37 on the clock. It's 6-1 in favor of Bedford. A win here would take Bedford up to 4-9. And Bells, as we were talking, yeah, you just want to get in. It's an 11-seed girls tournament, 10 seed for the boys, and just get in somehow, hack your way inside, and give it a shot.
Yeah, because once it's playoff time, you never know what can happen at that point.
Right, and we've seen, for example, one of the Exeter teams last year, went in as the last seed, got all the way to the semis. Just go.
Yeah, that's right, Rich. I think that happened my senior year when, Exeter was one of the lower seeds, and they ended up playing Londonderry in the semis, ended up losing that game, unfortunately.
And was that the year LHS won it all?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, hey, I'm not losing my marbles.
Yeah, that was the Owen Carey season where Owen Carey just dominated.
He had that
high
one
school.
season, right?
Yep.
A player like that can change a whole team.
Yeah, obviously with the Atlanta Braves now, so, yeah, he was a phenomenal hockey player.
All right. We got Bellsapedia right here. We like it. 3:08, we got a stoppage. Got some fresh legs, fresh bodies out there on the ice. 3:08, like I said, in the second, it's 6-1 Bulldogs trying to give themselves a chance as we head toward tournament time. Nice little backhanded leave right there. Able to golf that one in with the quick snap right there. I think it was Bray Kelly.
I think it was, Rich. I think it was Kelly.
That'll be her second. It is Bray Kelly. That carries us to 7-1. And it's been a barrage here, Bells.
Yeah, it's been kind of a domination here from the Bedford Bulldogs. And, yeah, they're just all gas, no brakes, like I mentioned earlier.
Great
that was
phrase.
A nice setup play, though. As
really?
They won the face-off. The winger just dropped it off to the defenseman who was able to just rip it past. So let's see if they are going to rip another one past.
Another kick saved by Loyal. This one steered out to the corners reasonably safely, but Bedford has it back. And their spacing right now is dangerous. Boy, nice little pass in the slot.
Well, there's one way to get the puck out of the zone.
Yeah, Montanez couldn't quite get there. Big swat at it right there by Monahan.
It's tough, guys, sometimes with trying to find the puck down here.
The time of possession is just, it's got to be 95% Bulldogs in this period. That's so tough. And Loya's got to sprawl and get down, and she freezes it up at the 154 mark. For her effort, she will see a draw right in front of her as Page and company come back in.
Yeah, full on line change here from both teams with a $1:54 to go, and let's see what Moran can do on the faceoff.
Queens won it initially. Back to the Bulldogs it goes. The most recent goal scorer, Kelly, has it. Wraps around behind. Nice pass going to the top of the slot right there. Able to handle briefly is Hodgson Rogers. Finally, the Queens, not able to exit the zone with it. Trying to carry it away was Rue. She couldn't get that done, and back behind the cage we go.
You can hear Coach Levine saying, watch high slot underneath us.
Yeah, they're stacked up on the right side, our right side. That'd be Aloya's left as we trickle down to the 1 minute mark here in the second period. And you hear the PA announcer do the honors.
Battle right underneath us in the neutral zone.
And finally, Page comes away with it, marked right there closely by Kelly. And the fast skating number 5 picks the pocket. Yeah, she's all alone right now. Got her defenseman turned. Slot to slot pass, misses. Kelly's got it back and golfs it to the corner where Page is awaiting.
Yeah, a little bit of a size difference here between Page and Kelly. So,
boy, that was a knuckling, crazy rebound there, Bells. Those got to drive you crazy.
Oh, so I thought we were going to have a chance there for the Queens, but yeah, Rich, that was kind of a weird bounce off of those JFK boards that we all know and love. And yeah, Loyal obviously there to make the save, so.
Yeah, we'll talk about those boards when we come back. But boy, the dam broke for the Bulldogs. It was 2-0 after 1, and we stand at 7-1. The Bulldogs ripped off 4 unanswered goals. Riley Page broke their ice and made it 11-1 late. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey, and the goalie, Braden Lebelzik here for Manchester Public Television. They're going to take 12, and we'll see you on the backside. Glad you're with us, everyone. All right, folks, welcome back to Manchester, New Hampshire. Manchester Public Television bring you NHIAA D1 girls hockey. Rich McDonough, Kyle Heavey, Braden Lebelzik, the Bells. And it is Bedford visiting the Manchester Queens here at JFK Memorial Coliseum. It was a 2-0 game after our first frame, and then the dam broke for Bedford. Bells, it's 7-1. Monumental task, probably darn near impossible if you're wearing white tonight.
Yeah, I think so, Rich. Obviously, a 6-goal lead is a very tough lead to come back from.
Sure. And then Kyle Heavey, you were down near the ice. Could you gauge the mood of Manchester? I think it seems like we were talking about it right at the end of the second, that no matter what, these girls keep hacking away at it and stay positive.
well, unfortunately, with the 6-goal deficit, you also are losing player number 6. That's Bella Sirkin, who is dealing with an ankle injury. We did see her skate off the ice. We thought it was just the wind knocked out of her, but no, it was way more serious. The trainer was down there, and her skates are off, and we'll hope to see her another day. We'll have to see what happens.
She's a gritty kid, so for her to be knocked out, it says something. All right, 15-minute periods in high school hockey. Lots of work to do if you're wearing white. Bedford trying to create some points and march their way up the standings as we head for March and the end of February, i.e. tournament time. It can be done. It's a big task, a big hill to climb for Bedford. They sit currently at 13th in the NHIAA standings, and it's an 11-team tournament, but they have meaningful games coming up, and we'll discuss that as we go through.
Yeah, certainly. I think it's March 14th will be the 4 championship games at the SNHU Arena, with the 15th, I believe, being the Battle of the Badges, Police versus Fire. So,
oh boy,
a lot going on here in the month of March. And last year, you got to remember, it was the NCAA tournament that was in town as well last year. So
that's right.
I mean, Manchester seems to stay hockey through at least March before, the bad boys of New Hampshire Fishercast come into town and change things up.
Well, that arena, SNHU Arena, was a busy place for the few months right there, finishing off with a 3-night fish extravaganza. When you're a Manchester resident, it must have been pretty busy around here.
It was unbelievable. They did such a great job to the community for both bringing in business to the downtown community, and it really just felt like Manchester was a really fun city for those 3 days. And so, what will 2025 bring for the SNHU Arena? We'll see, but at least we know that these girls, obviously their goal is to play in that game come on March 14th.
Well, I'll give you one. Fish are old buddies of mine.
Oh, my goodness.
From my Burlington days, I almost took lessons from Trey Anastasio himself and almost bought his backup guitar. He and I traded a funny note about it a couple months ago. Anyway, good guys, and more power to them. And here we go. I wanted to give you a quick update. Bells, you, Kyle, and I were watching the out-of-town scoreboard. This one, wow, finds its way into Loya's catching glove. Boy, she's been tough right there. Had everything where she needed it, but eye-opener. Bishop Girton is up on Concord 4-2 in the third. Pretty hefty score.
Yeah, and obviously our buddy Ken Kale out there said that BG scored 4 goals unanswered, which is kind of unheard of from Concord allowing 4 unanswered goals.
Yeah, and it's 4:30 remaining in that one. 2-goal lead, very tough. And speaking of tough, here comes Riley Page. She had the 1 goal of the game. Good save right there by Murphy, golfed out of the way.
Yeah, her father Keith is in attendance, who owns the Murphy's restaurants. Unfortunately, the Manchester location is shut down, but
like Murphy's Tap Room?
correct.
Hey, all right.
I love that restaurant.
Do we get any clout if we go in there?
You can mention it for sure. Just say that her daughter did a great job of being goalie here in 2 games versus Manchester, as you called both of them. So it's on your way home almost if you go that way.
Yeah. Well, all right. I believe they had a fire in the other location, right?
No, they just sold.
I see. Okay. Excuse me.
It's been every other restaurant in Manchester. I feel like that has not had good luck. Bonfire with the pipe breaking above the restaurant and the apartment that flooded the place.
Oh, boy. Look at that. Bouncing biscuit goes across from one end to the other and out of trouble for the moment, but it stays hemmed in the zone here as we're 5 minutes through this third period with Bedford in command, to say the least. Well, Loya, for her part, Braden, she's done some yeoman's work in those first 2 periods, right?
Yeah, I think so, Rich. Obviously it's not going to show it on the scoreboard, but she's made some crazy saves, obviously with 27 saves through 2 periods of play, which is an astounding amount through 2 periods of play.
And we had said, Braden, both goalies, trading notes that she was going to have to stand on her head in order for the game to somehow be manageable. She's done her part.
Yeah, I think so. I think she does her part every single time, Rich.
Yep.
I think she's a great goalie.
Got a lot of gusto. She has a lot of technical soundness to her game and gets pipe to pipe in a hurry. It's just when you see that amount of frozen rubber, it's darn near impossible.
Yeah, unfortunately, not every goalie is going to save every shot. So.
There we go. Spoken like a true goalie. All right, pretty good eat and deflection inside, courtesy of Hall Plumpton. Oh, and now she's got to get sprawling, does Loya. Freezes that one with the front of her jersey, and down we go. And we are in running time, folks. That means anytime once you hit a 6-goal lead and the third period, the clock will run except for penalties and injuries and the like, or timeout.
Yeah, hopefully we have no more injuries, as Bella seems like she was not too pleased about her ankle not doing so well.
She's a tough competitor. Oh, there's a little rebound and a ricochet after it hit somebody's skate inside. Stays in the zone for Bedford. Finally, Moran's able to clear that one out. Gets dumped to the ice hard by Hodgson Rogers. And Hodgson Rogers, you remember she took a similar hit earlier, so she paid back right there, but she's getting a trip to the bench.
Well, it's our first of the day. It's been a very quick, quiet day for the referees with the whistle, but this one will cost the Bulldogs 2 minutes, and now it's kind of hard to put a time up when the time is running, so I'm not sure if they put the 2 as soon as the puck is dropped, or how this works.
Yeah, obviously with Hodgson Rogers getting a body checking penalty there, something you don't really want to see if you're the Bulldogs being up in this game.
Can't body check in girls hockey.
I was correct. It's exactly what happened with the 2 minutes started as soon as the puck was dropped. See what Riley Page can do.
Well, the ice is still pretty smooth, especially down in the Queens offensive zone, because they haven't spent a whole lot of time down there. So if they can get this puck moving, they got a shot. Coming up with it is Page. This one just jackknifes over and behind the cage. All the way down the ice we go. 1:15 left on that penalty to Hodgson Rogers. And boy, I just tell you, just keep working, keep working, keep working. The Bulldogs did. They got it all the way down the ice. And able to keep fighting for it right there was Catherine Kearns.
Yeah, she hustled down there, was able to take a puck deflected off of Riley Page as well, and just it sat right there in front of the goal, and was able to put it in for a snowman up on the scoreboard now.
All right, 8-1 it remains. There's still 40 seconds left in that penalty, and Loyas has to squeeze it down to the ice as the clock continues to run. That'll include the penalty and the game clock. Kearns family clearly well represented here at JFK this evening.
Yeah, I wonder if that's Kearns' first goal, obviously hurt with her being a freshman.
That's pretty cool. Doesn't matter how you get it, it always feels good. All right, 10 seconds remaining on that penalty to Hodgson Rogers. Wow, good collision right there. No call. It was just a collision. And that penalty has lapsed. Out of the bin comes Hodgson Rogers. She swaps positions there with Broussard, who gets in the game.
Murphy with a glove save, gets some love from her teammates. Good amount of fans there cheering for her over there, all wearing their red hoodies.
Yeah, it's a good gaggle over there. As we hit 5:10 remaining, the clock in full steam right now as it's running time.
Quick late change here for the Queens. Catherine 10 skating out hard. Under 5 minutes to go, guys, so
coming up, I tell you what, important. The Queens are at BG and at Berlin Gorham Kennett, that co-op team. That's a trip.
that is a long, wrong bus ride right there. Bells,
I
you would
said
know better than
Berlin,
that.
it's Berlin, excuse me.
Yeah, going up to the good old Notre Dame Arena. I haven't been there in ages, guys.
I've never been.
That rink's definitely an older rink. It's not as old as the JFK, but it's definitely got that old feel to it, Rich.
And it's one of the coldest in the state for sure.
Well, it ought to be. It's up near the North Pole. All right, stays in the zone. Bedford keeping everything in right now, and I'm being able to golf it out right there is Montanez. And it is all over at Bishop Girton. The streak is over as the puck goes in. Just Bedford just working and working and working, and they finally chip one in. Just too much zone time right there, B.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, Bedford just adding on to this lead, and oh man, just now it's a 9-1 game.
And clock continues to roll, 3:30 and counting.
Looks like the goal scorer is going to be Monahan, the junior. But yeah, Rich, obviously with the Cardinals winning, that's great news to me.
Well, you saw your boys, Trinity. They had themselves a decisive win earlier today, right? This game preceded us. And that'd bring them to within one of the Tide. And I think they still have to play the Tide.
No, unfortunately,
that already happened?
Yeah, Trinity ended up losing to the Tide 4-1.
4-1. All right, back come the Bulldogs. Maybe just a little bit of coasting right now.
Oh.
And Loya has to freeze yet another one. So the final was 4-2. Could not see the scoreboard on that broadcast by the Tide TV network. And we're joined by Bedford Community Television here tonight, which is always fun. I've done a bunch of work for them.
Hello to Bill Jennings and company over there.
Good old Bill. Broadcast a game with Harry this fall. It was great. Enjoyed it. Mr. Kozlowski knows his work. And Andrew Fenn producing everything together. Again, I get their BG home game on senior night at the end of the month. That'll be at St. A's. 2 minutes even here, folks. 9-1 on the board for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs, what do they have in front of them? They got to play number 2 Brady Trinity Bow Co-op, then number 8 Concord, number 9 Exeter, and then the number 4 STAWNC Dover. But those are all at home. And Braden LaBelzik, that's pretty important even with a tough schedule. And then they finish on the road at Pinkerton. if they can grab a couple of these games here, I feel like they've got. I feel like they're going to get in.
Yeah, I think so, Rich. Obviously, the Brady Trinity Bow game is going to be huge if they can pull off that upset against the number 2 seed in the state. But, yeah, if they win those last 4 games, they definitely have a chance to make the tournament.
Yeah,
who knows after that?
Yeah, and you're in shooting distance. I mean, you take you get your Concord, Exeter, you got home ice, and then you're at Pinkerton. Manageable schedule. Got to have good practices, but also set your goals on getting in. Just find a way to hack your way into the tourney. And then, Braden, you and I have been talking about it. Take your shot. Take your momentum and see what happens.
Yeah, it's good advice right there, Rich. I would just say take it one shift at a time, one play at a time.
Yep, death by paper cut, we used to call it. But that's victory by paper cut. So, look, they have a good momentum in front of them. Granted, you get to running time. You don't learn a whole lot about yourselves, but also allows you to rest some players. That was a big collision right there.
Collision.
Arms are going up on that one. And this clock might run out by the time they unwind this penalty.
Rich, before the clock runs out, we also do want to mention the Manchester Queens upcoming games. They're next up at Berlin-Gorham, and BG, which those I'd imagine those are going to be very tough games.
Tough. BG's down a bit this year. They were in the title game a few years ago at SNHU Arena, which I got to call for NHIAA ETV. They up on the Clipper Cats right there. But yeah, you got it right there. Tough games, but keep playing. Keep playing. Stay with your system. Enjoy each other's company and learn something about yourself.
Yeah, it seems like the Queens always have a lot of fun when they're playing. It seems like everyone's always happy. But yeah, I think that it's just a good group of girls, and they seem to be having fun.
Without a doubt.
Well, we got to give our 3 stars of the game, guys, and
let's go, Kyle.
For Manchester, you got to give it to the goaltender. She did a good job making at least 35 saves, maybe even 40.
Yep.
9 got past her, but at the same time, what else can you do? She kept this game from being literally 25-0. So we're gonna give her the number 3. I'm gonna give you guys number 2 here to decide. You guys got the goal scorers in front of you, so that's why I figured it'd make it easier for you.
Myrick had 2.
Who do we think, Rich? Kelly or Myrick is the 2? They both had 2 goals.
I'd say just because of the skating power all night long, Bray Kelly would get my 2, and then Myrick, it's a draw right there. So
sure.
Let's go with it.
Let's go with it.
But they did well. I think they're well set up. Braden LaBelsic. Kyle Heavey, what do you think?
Well, for my honorable mention, I got to give it to Todd Angeli. He really started this game feeling good with the national anthem singing. So it's been a pleasure to be with us. And thank you all very much for watching for BC TV and for Manchester Public Television. For Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operating Assistant Brendan McCormick, for Rich McDonough and Braden LaBelsic, my name is Kyle Heavey. It's been a pleasure to be with you on this Wednesday night. And the final score, it's the Bedford Bulldogs taking the game 9-1. We look forward to seeing you more on Bedford TV and Manchester Public Television in due time. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.